Can the IRS find fraud using your W-2 form? Imagine you're filling out your tax return, and you wonder if the government can catch if you make a mistake or even commit fraud. Well, the answer is yes. The Internal Revenue Service can find fraud using your W-2 form. This form is a key document that your employer sends to you and the IRS. It shows how much money you earned and how much taxes were taken out. Because it has your Social Security number, employer details, and income info, the IRS can cross-check it with what you report on your tax return. If something doesn't match, it can trigger an alert. The IRS gets copies of all W-2 forms directly from employers. When you file your taxes, they compare the income and taxes you report with what your employer submitted. If you say you earned less money or the taxes withheld are different, the IRS notices. This mismatch can lead to an audit or investigation. Fraudsters sometimes steal W-2 information to file fake tax returns and claim refunds. The IRS has special systems to catch these schemes. They look for patterns like multiple returns with the same Social Security number or returns that don't match the employer's W-2 data. These systems help spot suspicious activity quickly. The IRS also uses rules and computer models to flag returns that seem off. If your W-2 info doesn't match the data they have, your return might be flagged for review. This process helps the IRS focus on cases that might involve fraud or errors. There are also scams where criminals send fake emails or calls pretending to be the IRS or employers to steal W-2 information. They try to trick people into giving away personal details. That's why it's important to be careful and verify any W-2 requests. For Latino families, understanding how the IRS uses your W-2 form can help protect your money and identity. Always make sure your employer reports accurate wages and taxes. When you file, double-check that your info matches your W-2. Be cautious of scams asking for W-2 details and report any suspicious activity to the IRS right away. If you suspect your W-2 has been stolen or used fraudulently, contact the IRS and monitor your credit reports. In short, the IRS can find fraud using your W-2 form because it compares your reported income with what your employer reports. Staying honest and vigilant helps prevent problems and keeps your tax process smooth.